I felt led to do a collective reading, so I am going to pull a few cards. I don't know what this reading is going to be about, so we shall see. I'm going to be doing some tea leaves as well as the Feminine Wisdom Oracle and the Litho Oracle. What is it that this collective needs to know for their best and highest good? Tapping into the energy of the collective that is here. What messages, guidance do they need to know for their best and highest good? God's name. Right, so I only read jumpers whenever I am doing a reading. As was the beginning, is now, and ever shall be without end. So we have one. Okay, so the card that fell was Fruit Wine. Number 10, this is a celebratory invitation to the possibilities gifted when you reach beyond yourself. So this is like a time of celebration for the collective that is here. And then recognizing what it is like within yourself and in your reality right now that you need to be paying more attention to and giving gratitude towards. So another 8 and then 4-4, which if you reduce 4-4 down, that gives you 8. There is a whisper of a glimpse of opportunities to fill your life with joy. When you allow yourself to imagine, wildly worlds are created. So when you allow yourself to imagine wildly, there we go, worlds are created. All right, so I'm just looking at seeing what I get intuitively from this. Again, definitely like that time of celebration and preparation. I'm gonna sound like I'm rhyming, but preparation and recognition. So there's a lot of flowers that are being shown, like two women together buying things for preparation, and then we have them celebrating and dancing under the moonlight with the flowers. Okay, angels and guides, what is it that the collective needs to know for their best and highest good? And then I'm going to read the book on this too. I guess I need to sit closer. So what are we celebrating? Okay. All right, so these are going to be a message together. Something with a younger woman, which again, I saw like there's like a mom and a daughter and this over here. All right, so we got the nest, the skull, the bear, the door. So opportunities are waiting for you. You know, when one door closes, another door opens. I don't know if this is, I get a feeling of like this reading is about skill set. So I don't know if it's necessarily with work. However, it's resonating to you. And if it's not resonating at all, then this reading is not for you. So please only take what resonates and don't try to make it work or anything like that. That just means that this reading isn't for you, but it's for someone else in this collective. So there's an opportunity waiting for you. And that's interesting because like it reminds me, this week I've been getting like an energy of where when we, like it's been a repeating message of like when we give gratitude for what it is that we have already. And what is it? A grateful heart magnetizes its reality or something like that. I just heard. But anyways, when we look at our life and we're grateful for what it is that we already have, we're pushing that energy out into the world, into the universe. And then, you know, God, the universe gives that back to us. Because the universe doesn't know between good and right. It just hears what we say and it's like, oh, well, let's give them what they say. And so that's why it's really important with like a positive mindset and a negative mindset of if we're constantly focusing on the negatives, it's like the Eeyore versus Piglet, right? Like, so are you an Eeyore or are you a Piglet? Piglet's like, oh my goodness, like this is like everything is great. And then Eeyore's like, well, I don't know. And then it's like, Eeyore's like, well, it's just my luck. And like Piglet's always trying to like I don't know, like spend like the good on things and be appreciative. I don't know why I went off on that. Maybe that is important to someone out there. Maybe like Pooh Bear is like a sentimental thing for you. So, okay. We have Nest, Skull, and Bear. It's all about like how your nest, you think of like your home, and that's like super important to you. However, you need to recognize that like hidden secrets can harm you with the skull. So it's like if there's any skeletons in the closet, it's good to clean those closets so that those hidden skeletons aren't just looming around. Because if you want this safe nest, you're going to need that foundation, that stable foundation, which we have like the 4-4 is foundations. And then the bear is be careful with the hidden secrets, because that could pose danger, especially with something monetarily, with money. So not a message that I like to, the tea leaves I've been noticing are pretty brutal, honest, I should say. And so, but it's here, so I have to say it. So just this is a separate message, with the how that like fell out than this message up here, but just for whoever needs to know that. Okay, and then let's do the Divine Feminine, the Feminine Wisdom Oracle. I love this deck. This deck is super pretty. This Litha deck is beautiful too. All right. Okay. So, are we going in? Yep, we're going in. Okay, we're gonna do one more shuffle. Okay, 2 more. I need to know for the best and highest good. That's what was in the beginning. So, as this collective need to know for the best and highest good. There's validation, confirmation to this message up here. All right. So, devotion. Sacred worship. So devotion is all about making sure that whatever path it is that you are on, that you are recognizing like your devotion to it, like your love for it. It's going to require patience, and but it's worth it. It's sacred worship of yourself and of your life purpose. So let's read the book on some of the Litha cards. So the first one was Daisies. So cheerful, pure joy, feeling better, love and care. So daisies really are one of the happiest flowers. They are small but bright and seem to dance in the wind as though they haven't had a care in the world. This often given to people who are sick or down. These little flowers bring a burst of cheer into your darkest days. Receiving them is a reminder that someone loves and cares for you and took the time to make sure that you're doing okay. And so on this card, like we see the little girl with her mom, and like I think of like a mom and like the kid like going out into the yard and like picking all the weeds and giving it to mom and being like, I thought of you, like I love you. Someone is thinking of you when you receive this card and would love to hear from you soon. They have wondered whether or not you're okay, or perhaps you're thinking of them as well. This card can mean a happy reunion is on the way, especially if someone specific popped into your mind. And that might have something to do with this younger woman, whether she's a daughter, a friend, a niece, reach out and see if there's any opportunity to reconnect. And this could bring a vast amount of joy into your life. Okay, and then number 10 for fruit wine. So this is all about a celebration, which I was talking about in the beginning. It's time to get out there and be social, to make new friends, build relationships, and invite people along on your journey. Your chances of success will increase tremendously with the help of others. So if you're seeking love, consider asking friends and family to make introductions or set you up on a blind date. And if you are starting a business, seeking a partner who shares an interest in your plans, maybe the missing piece. So perhaps it's too much to go alone. So having someone to share in the hardships as well as the successes can reduce the feeling of being overwhelmed you felt on your own. This card can also represent the presence of like a kindred spirit. Someone who understands you as though you both were the same. There is a promise of lifelong kinship and mutually beneficial pairing of support. The sense here is that you have found your folks and are experiencing the sense of coming home. And then 44 wildflowers. I think that's the last one. Is that the last one? Yeah, it is. Okay. And so this is all about taking up space, expansion, blooming, celebrating. There is no shortage of wildflowers to draw inspiration from. They come in every shape, color, and size and blow in every direction, radiating expansive energy and blooming in every space they can fill. Your beauty and creativity are expansive as the wild meadow, and you have drawn this card to signal it's time for you to take up more space. So open your mind and let your ideas soar. You may do nothing with them, but giving yourself room to imagine what is possible is enough to nourish your soul and stimulate your awakening. This card alludes to a wonderful period of healing and blossoming, a time when all things begin to feel possible and you feel alive with vitality. Opportunities are waiting for you. You may find yourself in an especially fertile time, birthing fresh new ideas into the world. Very, Ace of Wands type energy, Ace of Cups type energy. No. Oh my goodness. Ace of Pentacles. There we go. I knew I was going to get that. I'm going to get that soon. So let's see, buy yourself some flowers, perfume your home, or use a whole Sunday for all day self-care. So since today is Sunday, if you spent today in self-care, good for you. Celebrate the abundance all around you and look for ways to invite more beauty into your world. Mama Earth is an excellent place to start for inspiration. Okay. And then finally, we'll just read the devotion on the 11 real fast, since these are both new decks. Your heart is loyal, you are committed, and you love unconditionally. Perfect timing for such beautiful and honorable virtues to be celebrated. Put your hand over your heart and recognize the divine wisdom within you. Everything falls into place easily as you work towards your dreams. And then an affirmation for you is, I choose love. All right, let's see. Let's do, all right, if there's an archangel that would like to come to this collective, their best and highest good. And who did we get? Metatron. So Metatron, I love Metatron. He's one of the angels that was a human before he was an archangel. Heaven to earth, your current situation is alignment with your mission on earth. So that's beautiful. All right, well, this has been your reading. I hope it has resonated. Have a wonderful rest of your evening. Mwah!